Dive into the decades-long clash that shaped the beverage industry. The epic showdown between Coca-Cola and Pepsi. This isn't just a rivalry, it's a tale of giants, Fortune 100 heavyweights in a relentless battle for supremacy in the fizzy kingdom. Today, we unravel the layers of this enduring contest, a saga of strategic moves, unexpected ventures, and surprising triumphs. Forget what you know about sodas. This is a narrative that goes beyond cola wars. From teas and waters to juices, sports drinks, and the pulsating energy drink arena, we explore a colossal rivalry. It's not just about Coke versus Pepsi, it's Surge versus Mountain Dew, Dasani versus Aquafina, Gatorade versus Powerade, and more. Fasten your seatbelts for a journey through the fizz and pop of this colossal rivalry. Explore untold stories of iconic brands and personalities at the Bullish Society. Uncover forgotten archives, secrets, and narratives that shape our world. Meet visionaries, voices of change, and immerse yourself in defining stories. Subscribe now and join our community of storytellers. Don't miss the tales behind every success and failure. Surprising as it may be, PepsiCo emerges as nearly double the size of the Coca-Cola company when scrutinizing sales figures. However, a notable 58% of Pepsi's sales originate from diverse food brands, including the significant entities Frito-Lay and Quaker Oats. In contrast, Coca-Cola maintains a focused stance on beverages, clinching a larger market share within this concentrated battleground. However, today will be solely confined to beverages. We begin with colas, the origin of all things fizzy. In 1886, John Pemberton unveiled the original Coca-Cola. 7 years later, sensing its growing popularity, Caleb Bradham introduced Pepsi-Cola to compete and find its place among consumers. Notably, neither inventor enjoyed substantial benefits from their creations. Pemberton grappled for 5 years before selling his creation for a mere $2,300, now valued at over $200 billion. Bradham faced financial turmoil, leading to bankruptcy and a return to his pharmacist roots. It was the subsequent custodians and visionaries who propelled these brands into popularity. In the 1930s, Coca-Cola held a significant lead over Pepsi, but the following 50 years saw Pepsi strategically drawing customers away. During the Great Depression, Pepsi's move to offer 12-ounce bottles for 5 cents, double the amount of soda at the same price as Coke, proved effective, supported by the first ever radio jingle. In the 1960s, Pepsi shifted focus, targeting a younger demographic with a Pepsi Generation campaign. The 1970s introduced the Pepsi Challenge, where participants often preferred Pepsi in blind taste tests. By the 1980s, the rivalry tightened, with Coca-Cola emphasizing its status as the trusted original and Pepsi countering with a focus on taste, creating a captivating race for the preferred cola title. In a somewhat panicked response, Coca-Cola altered its recipe, sweetening it to align more closely with Pepsi and rebranding it as New Coke. The public expressed dissatisfaction, leading to Pepsi creating mocking commercials. The original recipe quickly returned as Coca-Cola Classic, experiencing a surge in sales higher than ever before. While extensively covered in a dedicated video, this move ultimately helped Coke surpass Pepsi, solidifying its position as the more popular of the two colas. Despite Pepsi's gains, Coke stands as the overall winner in this category. Moving swiftly, let's explore the Diet Cola and Lemon Lime soda comparisons. In the 1960s, the surge of diet sodas prompted Coke and Pepsi to introduce their versions. Coca-Cola launched Tab, while Pepsi introduced Diet Pepsi. Surprisingly, Tab outsold Diet Pepsi. In 1982, Coca-Cola introduced Diet Coke, a massive success, and for a few years from 2011, even outselling regular Lemon Lime Pepsi. Now, on to Lemon Lime sodas. In the early 1960s, the success of 7-Up led both companies to create their own versions. Pepsi introduced Team, while Coke unveiled the popular Sprite. Fast forward to the 1980s, Pepsi discontinued Team and launched Slice, containing 10% fruit juice, a unique concept. Slice gained traction, but Coca-Cola's Minute Maid branded sodas with 10% fruit juice presented competition. People shifted from Slice to Minute Maid, realizing the fruit juice aspect was a gimmick. By the end of the decade, the appeal of fruit juice-infused sodas waned, and Slice struggled against Sprite. Pepsi replaced it with Shera Mist in 2000, which faced challenges against Sprite until Mist Twist replaced it in 2023. Pepsi once again grappled with competing against Coke in this category. On the cherry Cherry Cola front in 1985, Coca-Cola introduced Cherry Coke, the third product under the Coke name, igniting a fresh battle in the Cola Wars. Pepsi entered the scene the following year, expanding Slice to include cherry flavor. However, due to Slice's struggles, Pepsi quickly replaced the cherry variant with Wild Cherry Pepsi, marking a victory for Coke in the cherry cola domain. Shifting gears to citrus drinks, reminiscent of the high-energy profile of Mountain Dew, a brand Pepsi acquired in 1964, transforming it into a national sensation. Pepsi's strategic shift in the 1970s towards a younger, more active demographic propelled it to become the fastest-growing soft drink. By the 1990s, it claimed the title of the most popular non-cola soft drink in the US, coinciding with its X Games sponsorship. Coca-Cola responded with determination, ensuring the rivalry in the citrus drinks category remained intense and relentless. Fast-forwarding to 1997, Coca-Cola, undeterred by past setbacks, entered the citrus drink arena with the launch of Surge, internally dubbed the Mountain Dew Killer. Vibrant green and caffeine-packed, it aimed to directly challenge Mountain Dew, backed by a substantial $50 million marketing campaign. Despite the ambitious push, Surge faced discontinuation after just 5 years. Pepsi's response was confident, with a spokesperson welcoming the competition. This confidence was well-paced, as Surge's fate mirrored its predecessor. In 2005, Coca-Cola tried again with Volt, meeting a similar outcome. Discontinuation after a brief run. This time, the competitive tables were turned, leaving Pepsi as the victor in the high-energy drink category. Exploring the Coke-Pepsi rivalry unveils a narrative beyond sodas, touching unexpected sectors like iced tea. In 1991, Pepsi strategically partnered with Lipton, birthing brisk and pure life teas. Concurrently, Coca-Cola collaborated with Nestle in 1992 for Nestea and Nescafe. While the Nestle venture dissolved in 2018, Pepsi's collaboration endures. Coca-Cola's tea portfolio expands to include Gold Peak Tea, Fuse, and Honest Tea, demonstrating the rivalry's reach across the beverage landscape. Shifting to water, the late 90s saw Pepsi's Aquafina becoming the top-selling brand by volume. Responding to the rising bottled water trend, Coca-Cola entered with Dasani, gaining popularity despite setbacks. In 2007, Coca-Cola acquired the company behind Vitamin Water and Smart Water. Sparkling water gained traction, with Pepsi's Bubbly in 2018 and Coca-Cola's AHA 2 years later. Exploring juices, Coca-Cola's 1960 Minute Maid acquisition led to a juice rivalry. In 1998, Pepsi secured Tropicana, Minute Maid's competitor, for $3.3 billion. The battle intensified, with Tropicana's not-from-concentrate juices against Minute Maid's concentrate-based offerings. Coca-Cola introduced Simply Orange in the early 2000s, discontinuing Fruitopia. In 2021, Pepsi sold Tropicana for the same amount they acquired it. Tapping into sports drinks, Coca-Cola Powerade in the 1980s challenged Gatorade, while Pepsi's All Sport in the 90s aimed for a niche. Neither matched Gatorade's success, highlighting a rare instance where Coke and Pepsi trailed a more triumphant contender. Gatorade, with an 86% market share, posed a formidable challenge to Powerade 11% and All Sport 3%. Pepsi strategically addressed this by selling All Sport and acquiring Quaker Oats, the parent company of Gatorade. This move secured Pepsi's dominance over Coca-Cola's Powerade. In 2021, Coca-Cola made a significant stride, narrowing the gap by acquiring Body Armor for $5.6 billion, signaling their determined stance in the sports drinks market. Turning to energy drinks, both giants heavily invested. In 2015, Coca-Cola obtained a minority stake in Monster, merging their energy drink portfolios. Pepsi responded in 2020, acquiring Rockstar for $3.85 billion, intensifying the competition in the energy drink sector.
Thanks for joining us on this captivating journey through the stories that shape our world. Your support keeps the Bullish Society thriving. Subscribe and ring the notification bell to never miss a captivating story. More incredible stories and interviews are coming your way. Stay tuned for what's next on the Bullish Society.